You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. I'm loving this Saturday. We got to talk to Skaya, yes, Diana Boyer of Skaya, as well as Chris Romer, and the Weston is going to stop by. So sit back, have some fun, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we all love outdoor adventuring, and we got to talk to the man that's all about outdoor adventure. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Luckily for our valley, we have great organizations and nonprofits that help everyone here. And joining us on the couch this morning is President and CEO of the Vail Valley Partnership, Chris Romer. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Love being Facebook friends with you. You are amazing to see, quite witty on there. So
Try to have some fun.
yeah, that's it. I like that. I like that. Awesome, Chris. Vail Valley Partnership's always so busy, year-round, working on all sorts of things, including the Eagle County Regional Airport.
Yeah, we work closely with the EGE Air Alliance and administer that program, and that group works to bring nonstop flight service to the Eagle County Regional Airport. That flight service has the obvious benefit of helping bring our visitors and our guests and our second homeowners here to Eagle County and make us a more attractive destination. But also, and to me, maybe more importantly, services our locals and gives our locals more opportunity to not have to drive I-70, to have more convenient options, and to have that connectivity to friends and family or vacation destinations or anything. You know, to me, if you can keep me off I-70 and you can keep me out of Denver, I'm pretty happy. So we're pretty excited for the airport and some of the things happening there.
Yeah, as a local, Chris, kind of a 2-year. I've been doing the Eagle County Airport for about 2 years now. I used to go to Denver. Many thanks. Many thanks, especially in the winter. I do not like driving that 100-mile drive to Denver in the snow, and I don't like landing in Denver and driving 100 miles in the snow.
Yeah, it's hard. And the team at the airport does a great job, and it's just a much more convenient option. So we're really excited because we have 2 new flights coming this summer.
Yeah, where are we going on vacation this summer, Chris? Where can we go?
Well, you could go anywhere.
Okay.
But we have 2 new flights that will fly to Chicago and fly to Houston.
Awesome.
Both on United Airlines, and that will be summer service from early June until mid-August for Houston, until early September for Chicago. And so those are big hubs that open up pretty much the entire country. And in addition to our Dallas service and Denver connectivity, we're doubling the markets for the summer, which is again really exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I know Chicago's a huge one, and I usually fly south when I'm traveling for connecting flights. So that's awesome to hear. So starting with the summer? Starting with the summer,
And what we're really excited about, Ross, is the locals flight rebate. We're bringing that program back. People might remember that we did that in 2021 and 2022. So we have a pool of funding available, and anyone who books one of those new flights who's an Eagle County resident, so you live here, you book a flight to either to or connecting in Chicago or Houston on the new service, we will send you a check for $100 as a thank you, as an incentive to use the Eagle County Regional Airport. So it just makes it that much more attractive. We really want to thank our locals and show our locals how great the Eagle County Regional Airport is.
Yeah, that is awesome to hear. It's really cool to see kind of the flexibility with that airport. It's really easy to get in and out, and then with that rebate, that sounds like a nice little incentive to get going.
It's a nice incentive.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough because you got to connect almost if you're going farther distances, right? So definitely take advantage of that, and I think I might take advantage of that.
As you should.
Yeah, that's awesome. What else is going on with the Vail Valley Partnership? Anything else at the airport?
No, I think that's it probably for the airport. A lot else going on at the partnership. We have quite a few workforce initiatives, quite a few leadership training programs. I'll run through them really briefly, but we have a number of industry groups. We have a women in business group. We have a solopreneur entrepreneur group for those remote workers and those folks working on their own, those real small business owners. We have a young professionals group that is starting up. We have a Scrum Master training, which is a project management agile training program to give people the skills to have a project management certification. Gosh, we have a lot of that. We have a CEO group. I don't know if I mentioned that one. A women's in business group. We have a lot of these industry groups really designed to help connect people, designed to help people grow their network, designed to help people have that peer network where they can bounce ideas off. Each of these programs has a professional facilitator. So there's a agenda and there's a professional management to support that. Those groups are small by nature with about 12 or so people. Again, designed to increase people's roots and give them deeper connections here in Eagle County.
That's awesome. I mean, we have so many amazing and talented locals here, and I really credit the VVP with bringing them together, right, and giving them an opportunity to connect and kind of brainstorm and build themselves up.
Yeah, providing that connection. We hear it again and again when we talk to businesses and we talk to our members and we do surveys of the business community. One of the things they continue to tell us is we want local professional development training. We want to be able to upskill and reskill and train our workforce, and we want to be able to provide connection. Because this is a transient community, because there's a certain amount of churn of people and of businesses, being really intentional of having opportunities for people to connect and for people to grow their roots here and make Eagle County their home and reduce some of those barriers. So we have a lot of ways to do that.
Yeah, definitely. And as someone who's going to be looking for work this summer, I'm going to definitely be joining and looking into what VVP's doing and make connections there.
Yeah, and so that's the last thing I have to talk about of what's going on. We have our work week coming up the first week of April. And our work week, we have a job fair in Gypsum at the Gypsum Rec Center. We have a job fair in Edwards at the Edwards Fieldhouse. You can get all the information at vailvalleypartnership.com. But we expect up to about 50 businesses who will be hiring for summer jobs and year-round jobs, everything from your teenager up to professional positions and all things between. So we're really excited about that work week and really promoting the opportunity for our seasonal workforce in the winter to find seasonal jobs in the summer, as well as those teenager jobs, as well as the professional year-round positions. So there's a lot going on. It's a really That's going to be a really fun week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do people need to kind of register or sign up with you guys?
You could go to vailvalleypartnership.com and search for Work Week. But no, you could just show up.
Awesome.
Businesses need to register because they need to get their table and get set up.
Right.
But individuals can just show up.
Awesome. Might see you guys there.
I hope so.
Awesome. Vail Valley Partnership also does so much more in the community. What else are you guys working on?
Boy, we covered a lot of things. We have a number of different events and a number of different networking opportunities and professional development. You know, we're watching what happens in Denver at the state legislature pretty quickly to be able to be that voice for our business community and make sure our elected officials statewide don't mess with the mountain communities. So we've got quite a bit going on. The best way to follow what we're doing is to go to vailvalleypartnership.com, sign up for our newsletter. It goes out every Wednesday, has a variety of community events and certainly all the programs and events that the partnership is doing.
Yeah, Chris, how are we looking as a workforce right now? I know it kind of goes up and down, right? And depending on
it does. You know, it's cyclical, and you know we follow the macroeconomic environment in a lot of ways. Things are good this winter, and the workforce is kind of back to what it was from say 1962 to 2019.
Okay.
Right? We have a workforce shortage. We don't have enough people, especially for those key skilled jobs. But it's always been that way, right? So we're working, and a lot of our private sector businesses and local special districts are working really hard to provide that training and provide apprenticeship programs and talent pipeline work, and working with the state to bring in opportunities for our local businesses to benefit from that. So the workforce stuff is okay. It's about what it has always been, and the general economy again is pretty good from a macro level with a little bit of fluctuation here and there, but overall, we're coming off a couple of strong seasons and we're looking okay this winter.
That's awesome to hear, and kind of rolling into a summer where hopefully we keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I expect we will based on what I can see in the numbers.
Awesome. Chris, where can people go for more information on the airport?
For the airport, you can go to flyege.gov. EGE is the Eagle County Regional Airport code, so flyege.com. And for Vail Valley Partnership is vailvalleypartnership.com.
Awesome, awesome. And maybe I'll see you guys on a connecting flight to Houston or Chicago this summer.
That sounds great.
Awesome. Chris, anything else you want to add? Anything
No,
I should ask
we're
you?
good right now.
Yeah, thank you seriously so much for what you guys do. Your whole team, I know you have an amazing team at the Vail Valley Partnership. You guys are really boosting this community every day.
Well, thanks so much. We appreciate it. It's an honor to do it.
Yeah, and then I'll stay tuned for your Facebook post later this morning.
Always.
Thanks so much, Chris, and stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, if you've been around the valley at all, you know Diane Boyer with Skea, such amazing women's ski wear. I got a chance to sit down with her. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I don't feel like this woman needs even an introduction. We have Diane Boyer, Skea. How are you doing, Diane, this morning?
I'm wonderful. It's light out. What could be better?
Did you love that driving in and you can see things? It's not super dark. So now Skea has been around for a minute. It's been around for a minute, and it's a luxury mountain lifestyle brand. And I have to say this before you get into telling us all things Skea, it is fun. That's what I think of Skea. It's fun, it's functional, and it's fashionable. All the F's.
Oh, thanks. It's true. We love the fact that we want to put a smile on your face when you're skiing. Of course, Skea makes things you can wear other than skiing, but we really make clothes for women to feel good while they're enjoying the outdoors. I mean, look how lucky we are. Look where we live.
I've been trying to take that every day and just look around and be like, I live here. This is brilliant. Because it's easy to forget. you know?
I know. We have our day-to-day routines. We go to the office. You come
Yes.
to the studio. I'm on the phone, and I look out and I see the mountains, and I could just take a deep breath and sigh.
Well, and I love that Skea is a family-owned business. I mean, I have to bring this up because that's so beautiful, and you have such soul about you as a human being, and you really bring your heart. And to think your mom, your dad were part of they're the reason.
Right.
That's beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about the background, the story?
Oh, well, we started in 1972, so we've just celebrated our 50th anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
Which is pretty scary. I mean,
know,
it's
that's
great.
exciting.
It's when you say, I've been with the company since its inception. Oh, wow.
I love that you said it's scary. I'm like, it's brilliant. You're like, it's scary.
Anyway, and the very, very beginning, Dad brought a ski outfit from France, a one-piece suit,
Right.
back for my mom, and she wore it at Stratton Mountain, Vermont, and that was when everybody was wearing jerry down slope coats, for those in the know. If you know,
Yes.
you know, big old-fashioned down coats with plastic clip closures. And there's Mom in a beautiful
Love it.
chocolate brown one piece or onesie, as we call them today, with a hot pink scarf and so on.
So
In Vermont,
on brand.
where everybody else is sort of not exactly dressed. Now, Stratton has changed very
Right.
much over the years.
And I heard your mother was the first woman to rock the onesie there in Vermont.
Right.
That
she
is
really
so cool.
was. Everybody, even Bogner, they were making more separates at
Right.
the time. And when Mom wore that, her friends were like, what?
That's
What
so
are
cool.
you wearing?
And I don't know if you know this, Diane. I actually got to meet your mother a couple of years back.
Oh, wow. I
Yes,
didn't
and
know that.
she is such. She has now.
She passed
and I'm so
5
sorry.
years ago.
Yes,
That's okay.
she is. I say is because I still feel like she's in the vibe in this Skea. Such a cool woman, and like I feel very connected, like spirit animal style.
Right.
Because she definitely just owned herself. She wore what she wanted, and you can see that in
She
Skea.
was, my mom, Jocelyn Boyer, was probably the most gracious woman
Yes.
I've ever met in my life. And if
Yeah.
I could be half as gracious as she was, I would be thrilled with myself.
I think you're doing a great job. I'm just adding
But
that
I mean,
in.
it's true. She was known from the guys at the grocery store
Yeah.
who stocked anything from flowers to eggs,
I love that.
to the guy at the gas station who would run out and help her whether she
Yes.
needed it or not. And yeah, she's pretty
Just a
special.
lovely human being.
Yeah.
Well, that's so neat. And I love that you can feel that energy, that vibe, that passion in your clothing.
Thanks.
Truly.
And we do say that one of the Skea taglines is follow your passion. And we also say that if you have health, you have wealth.
I love
So that we who live here in the mountains live the healthiest
Yeah.
lifestyle. So we must be really wealthy in our own way.
I love that. And I think as we get older too, and as women especially, we do feel that moment where it's like, I'm still able to go out in my 40s and hit the park. We were just talking about this off the couch. And you know, you are in prime shape. You look amazing. But it feels good to be able to get on out there and do that and have that. Yeah.
I mean, I snuck out yesterday for a few laps in the afternoon. And you can sort of wipe the slate clean
Yes.
mentally
Yes.
and just look around. I mean, we looked out over the Gore Range yesterday. We were actually at the top of the slot, very top. And you can really see a lot of the Gore Range from there. And it was all packed in with snow. And it's so beautiful.
I love
Just
that.
so beautiful. So we're thrilled that we can actually experience that all the time. And that's where, you know, the Skea outfits do their best, is packed with the snow mountains behind them
just
and beautiful
pops.
colors.
And that's something I wanted to touch base on with Skea. I love, today I'm wearing my black moment, but hot pink lipstick.
Yeah.
I love that Skea does. You can, oh, here we go. The black, just beautiful, like classy. You could wear that in London. You can wear it in Vail. You
Right.
could wear it for cocktails, coffee, whatever. I love that. But also you do the crazy colors too, which is like really fun. You can,
Well, they look good outside.
they do amongst the
And
snow.
people look good and happy in them, whether it's a bright red or a
Totally.
strong white or a fuchsia. Skea is known as the pink company,
Oh,
right?
there we go. Yes.
And
love
we
it.
love bright pink and orange. And Meg and Natalie have worked with me for years,
Yeah.
and they just love wearing the fun colors. And
I love that.
when we do a photo shoot, we have fun. It's
Yes.
not just it can't all be about work. It has
I
to
love
be
that you
about
said that.
life and fun and the gang all having a good
Yes.
time together.
Well, and I love that you said that because it's fashion, it's fun. Sometimes people take skiing so seriously, and I love that picture. And I'm like, it's meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And
Right.
these hard things hit us, they come, we all know that. But skiing isn't supposed to be one of them. We're supposed to have fun with it. You know?
Exactly.
Skiing is fun.
You
I
know,
love
you'll
that.
be out on the hill and I'm sure beginners will be struggling. Sometimes I'm struggling.
100%,
This
me too.
Sunday I was struggling. It was chunky monkey and it was flat light and I was
Yes.
like, oh my God.
Right.
But I was bright and colorful and cheerful.
And it helps, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
helps
really
your mood.
helps.
Well, and I want to say, Diane, too, because Skea, for women, you know, our bodies are all so different.
Right.
And I'm 6 foot tall, and some of my girlfriends are 6 foot, and then some of my best friends, too, are 5 foot nothing. Your clothing, and I really want people to hear this, fits everyone. I remember
you.
truly early days of us meeting. I want to say it was a Ski Magazine photo shoot, something. Yes. And I was shocked. I'm like, I kept on saying to you, I'm so tall. You're like, girl, I got you. And it fits beautifully. And I want women to know that.
Well, it's
yeah.
important to know Skea runs from a size 2,
Yes.
itty bitty,
Yeah.
to a size 20.
Oh, I
so
didn't
we
even realize
are
that.
very
Wow.
inclusive in that
Wow.
way. And I mean, if the clothes are proportioned properly,
Yes.
they work, you
Yes.
know, and okay, a size 2, very, very tiny, short person might have to hem their pants a little bit.
A problem I've never had.
But it's nice to be able to accommodate all the different women
Shapes and
shapes.
yes.
And we like to say our clothes dress women. They don't dress hangers. They don't look very good on a hanger.
that. I
They
love
just sort of hang. But when you put a body in them, they take the form of the lady. And we like to say they take the feel and what the woman is feeling and the happiness that she projects.
Ugh, I love that. Ugh, do you just love what you get to do?
I do.
You can feel it. It's a vibe. That's a new one. Skea is a vibe. It's a moment. Because you can tell that you're so passionate about it. And
Yeah.
that's really special.
I call Skea my third child. And I have 2 beautiful daughters. So
And I've heard about these daughters. They sound pretty dang cool. I'm like, I want to meet them at one point. I'm
They're
very
pretty-
excited about that.
And then I have one little granddaughter who's skiing, of course, at
Yes.
age 3, and then another one any day. So
Oh, wow. You're a grandma.
I'm
That's
grandma.
Are they going to be? That's a good question to ask. Is Skea do little people?
we used to when my
Okay.
girls were little, so look out. They
Maybe
could
it's
be
coming
coming back.
full circle. I like this. And how many years again, Diane?
50.
50. No, I
Yeah.
love that's something that you should feel
I
proud
am
of.
proud of that.
That is
Very
brilliant.
proud.
So Skea, I know you're on social media, website, etc. Where is the best place to see all things Skea?
Well, here in Vail, the best place is Peppy Sports,
yes.
and in Beaver Creek, Base Mountain Sports.
Okay.
Both do a great job showing Skea collection. And of course, anyone can go online to skealimited.com, which is all spelled out. And
Oh, there we go.
we will have a trunk show actually on Saturday afternoon at the Sebastian
Oh,
at
love
3:30.
it. This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Oh, great. 3:30.
They're going to be
Sebastian.
making Stroop waffles, and we'll be showing the Skea collection. And then we have a warehouse sale, end of season sale,
Okay.
next week on the 14th in Golden. So
Ugh, I love this.
all different ways,
All things Skea. Well,
all things Skea.
Diane, thank you for everything you do for our community. And
Oh, thank you.
I love talking to you. It's so fun.
It's really fun.
It is fun. And I can't wait to wear my Skea very soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll be
Absolutely.
seeing you.
All righty.
We'll keep it right here. Definitely check out Skea. They have such fun clothing. Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the Vibe Report with Avisha. This is where I tell you all about the exciting happenings around town. This Saturday and Sunday, there will be live music at Gambit Bar, Shakedown Bar, Park Hyatt Beaver Creek, the Weston Riverfront, and the Revel Lounge at the Hythe. Chasing Rabbits will have Cowboy Up, a country glam night Saturday featuring drinks by 10th Mountain Whiskey and a country music DJ. Friday morning, there's Sunrise Skin at 6:45 at the Gravity House. Info on how to register is at gravityhouse.com/event. There will be a free guided snowshoe tour on Saturday at Nature Discovery Center on Vail Mountain. Visit walkingmountains.org for more info. This Saturday, the Alpine Art Center is having Sip and Stencil Ceramics, where you can decorate pottery using stencils. Registration info is at alpineartcenter.org. A New Moon Healer's Circle will take place Saturday evening at the Energy Center in Avon with healer Dana Teresa. Check out danateresa.com for more info. And Vail Valley Wellness will be having a donation-based yoga retreat all weekend called An Undefended Heart. You can get more info at yogavail.com.
Sunday, there will be a town hall meeting with Eagle County's legislators, Senator Dylan Roberts and Representative Megan Lukens at the Avon Library at 3:30. That's it for this weekend's Vibe Report, friends. Be sure to follow the Vail Vibes TV8 Instagram for more info, and as always, spread the good vibes.
Now, I love all the hotels, and the Westin is one of my favorites. We got to sit down and talk to them the other day. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, welcome back to the show. We love all of our luxury properties around the Vail Valley, but I particularly am very fond of the Westin Riverfront because it's just a stone's throw away from our studio here, but I also love the gym, and there's so much happening. I've got the sales and event manager, Rachel, joining me here on the couch. How are you, Rachel?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
So good. So, sales and event manager, and you've been there for a little bit of time now. Tell me about your role. You've got to be very busy this time of year.
Yes, I have been there for about a year and a half and focus on events, mostly weddings, which is a blast. It can be a handful, but it's a ton of fun.
That's great. So lots of weddings happening. Do you have more weddings in the wintertime, in the springtime? You know, what is it like?
Yeah, definitely more for the summer and fall. A bit in the winter, which is always fun. Of course, we love the winters out here, and we want to share that with others.
That's great. And so the Westin has 2 new event spaces, which are great for those wedding spaces.
Yes.
And beyond.
Absolutely. We have the Osprey Suite and the Talon Suite. We opened both of them fairly recently. They have floor-to-ceiling windows and are just very warm and inviting with preset decor, so it's easy. You don't have to do much. You show up and enjoy.
That's great. And floor-to-ceiling windows, so I'm sure the views are just breathtaking. You know, I love the views from the hot tub, just from the lobby. You've got the lookout bar there. So tell me a little bit about what's happening in the month of March. I know there are some new events happening and new brunches coming up.
Yes, we do have, every Sunday we have our jazz brunches. So that goes from 9 to noon every Sunday and features a local jazz artist. Then on Easter Sunday, we'll be hosting an Easter brunch. So we're looking forward to that.
That's great. And all of that will be inside Stoke and Rye specifically?
Correct. And all of the details are online at the riverfrontdining.com.
Well, I know I love going to Stoke and Rye for the happy hour. You know, the small bites, the smoked oysters are to die for.
They are.
And that's from 5 to 6 every day.
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
great. And then you've got the Lookout Lobby Bar or Lobby Lounge. I don't know what the official title is, but they've got live music there. So tell me a little bit about that. Is that every day?
It is. It's every night. We have Vail Valley favorites come and join us, like Maddie G or Turntable Review, Brenda McKinney. So always a pleasure. Come stop by sometime.
It's true. I know when I first joined the gym there and I parked on the opposite side of the building, I had to walk through the lobby because I wasn't sure how to get to the gym. And live music was happening. The buzz was electric.
It's a blast.
I definitely worked out, and then I went and had a glass of wine at the bar. So
there you go.
It was pretty great. So speaking of the gym, you partner every month with a nonprofit. So who do you partner with this month?
Yeah, this month we are partnering with The Cycle Effect, and they focus on empowering women through mountain biking. So it's a really cool cause, and we're excited to partner with them this month.
That's great. You know, they've been here on the show as well, and just what they do is amazing. And I love that you're partnering with local nonprofits monthly. And so that's great. So what does that mean specifically? So the athletic club is partnering with the Cycle Effect. Does that mean like additional proceeds go to them, or what does the partnership look like?
Yes, so we'll be hosting an event later this month. I believe it's March 22nd.
Okay.
And all of the proceeds from that will go to the Cycle Effect.
That's great. Yeah, they're just a great impact here in the community. So speaking of, there's lots more happening outside of all of the events. What else is going on at the spa?
Yes, we have. We always have different specials going on. One of the favorites would be the Sleep Well massage, which combines Swedish massage and essential oils to really let you decompress and get some good rest. So that's one of our
Have you
One of my
tried it yet?
favorites. I have not. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Sign me up for the month of
Yes,
March. It's
yes.
definitely, I think, for all of us locals, and probably for you, you get a little bit of a break winding down from the ski season. So
Yes.
that sounds incredible. I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
going to walk out the door now and go after the show. So what else can we expect throughout the 2024? So I know there's a lot of fun things happening. You mentioned a lot of weddings. Are there other events coming up?
We actually have one rooftop bar opening later this month, which we're very excited about. It'll be right next door to the Westin, and it offers unparalleled views. It's the first rooftop venue in the Vail Valley, so we're very excited about that. And you'll have to come stop by, check out the views, and enjoy a cocktail.
I know, I love a good rooftop bar, and I'm surprised that it's taken till now to get one. But so you are going to be very, very busy this summer.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's great with the incredible views of Beaver Creek and of the mountain and the river. It's just, why not? That's going to be the happening spot.
Yeah, and we are offering private events in there, so let us know if you want to have some sort of meeting or dinner, brunch, anything. We'd love to host you.
Well, that's great. So Rachel, I have to ask, what has been your favorite part of this ski season? Is there a specific event that jumps out? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. But.
We actually hosted an incredible wedding this past weekend. Of course, all the skiing, that's really my favorite part about ski season. But getting to see those beautiful weddings and them enjoy the valley as well, I would say is the favorite.
It's such a magical and special spot, especially the location at the Westin. It's just it's a great place to be for sure. I know I love hanging out there for sure.
Yes.
That's great. So where can we go for more information in regard to the events at the athletic club, or if we want to make a reservation at Stoke and Rye, or meet with you for a potential event?
Absolutely. So any of our socials, we can be reached through Westin Riverfront on Instagram or on riverfrontdining.com. My contact information is on there, as well as how to go about making reservations.
Awesome. Oh, Rachel, love the property. I love always
Thank
whenever the Westin comes here in studio and talks to us about what you've got going on. So the Cycle Effect with the Athletic Club for the month of March, and there is an event happening, plus one rooftop, plus happy hour. So much going on at the Westin. It's really great. And we always appreciate you coming in and filling us in on the latest and greatest.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Now we'll be back with more on the show right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Heartland, living close to the land. There's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're feeling crabby today, it's because it's National Crab Meat Day. Let's take a look at this amazing recipe.
Hi, I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, and today we are going to be cooking up some real goodies. Whether you have people visiting or you're going on a picnic or you just want something really healthy for dinner tonight, I've got you covered right here. We're not wasting any time. We're jumping right on into it. So at first we're going to do the asparagus wraps. Now I've already boiled the asparagus and then I shocked them. So that means you boil them in water until they're done, and these were skinny ones. They took like maybe 3 minutes in boiling water. And then I put them in cold water. That stops the cooking process and keeps the nice vibrant color green. So we're making wraps, super easy. And one of the things when you're making wraps that you want to do is microwave your wraps for like 30 seconds because that's going to make them a little bit easier to roll and a little bit easier to work with. So I've got 3 wraps in here that I microwaved for about 30 seconds. They are flour tortillas, delicious and hearty, and those are going to be the base for our asparagus wraps. We start with mayonnaise, and then we've got to add a little sweetness. So this is kind of funny because this is not always a staple at my house, but we're going to put a little ketchup in there as well. That'll give it the sweet flavor, kind of like a Russian dressing, a play on Russian dressing. And then we're going to use a little bit of these chipotles. And now what we're going to do is we are going to put that all over our wrap. So what I've noticed, and I make wraps a lot for my catering company, and what I notice is that if you do a thin layer of the spread all the way around the tortilla, you're going to be in good shape for rolling it and keeping it all together. I have smoked Gouda cheese because this is going to be a smoky wrap. I'm going to put that at the very bottom because what I've noticed is if I try to cut these wraps with asparagus, the asparagus shoots out all over the place. So you really want the asparagus to be on the chipotle so that it doesn't shoot out all over the place when you cut it. Put some lettuce down there. Look at all that. It's like so pretty with all the colors. So then when you roll it, you're just going to go like this. Pull all of that in. Roll it up. I roll these, put them seam side down in the refrigerator, uncovered, because if you cover these flour tortillas with saran wrap, then they're going to get super mushy. Here's the asparagus wraps. I'm going to make one more. We are going to take a quick break. When we return, we're talking all about Brussels sprouts. We're going to get these in the oven, and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious Brussels sprout salad. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. We just made some asparagus wraps, which will be great for guests or just for lunch if you're looking for vegetarian. And now we're going to move on. First off, you need to cut the Brussels sprouts. And all the Brussels sprouts, just like with any veggie you're ever working with, they're all different. So when you're baking them, and my oven is at 400 degrees because we're really going to roast these babies, you want everything to be about the same size. So if you're getting some really little Brussels sprouts, then you're not going to want to cut them as much as the big ones. Like this one's a monster, so I'm going to just cut that a little bit more. So we've got these little cuties. They're so cute. They're just like baby cabbages. And then I'm going to put them on my sheet pan. We're going to keep this super simple because the ingredients are fresh and healthy. So mucking them up with a whole bunch of different ingredients is not what we're going to do. Brussels sprouts by themselves. Oven is at 400 degrees. I'm going to pour olive oil over the Brussels sprouts. Doesn't even have to be that much because it's going to kind of melt when you bake it. And then I have a mixture of salt and pepper. This is how I like to do it when I'm in the kitchen. Just make a nice mixture of salt and pepper because that's what I use for everything. And I'm going to really kind of generously cover these Brussels sprouts. And whenever I'm cooking veggies, I definitely put a lot of salt and pepper on them. Okay. The Brussels sprouts, cut up nicely, olive oil, salt and pepper, oven's at 400 degrees. I'm going to pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes. And this is when a little bit of experience is going to let you know, because if you cook those Brussels sprouts just a little bit too long, they're going to have no crunch and they're going to be mushy. And those are the Brussels sprouts that your parents complain about because your grandma used to overcook them all the time. We are going to cook those Brussels sprouts for about 10 minutes. Check them because every veggie is different. We're going to check them, see their doneness, and then put the pears in for about 5 minutes. We've added the pears about 5 minutes before we were finished cooking the Brussels sprouts. And these Brussels took about 10 minutes, but you can expect about 10 to 12 minutes for most Brussels sprouts if you cut them in half. You don't want to overcook them because that's going to make them mushy and gross, and it's going to make your house smell really bad. So we have the pears that I tossed with a little bit of olive oil and some fresh thyme, and I tossed those right there into the Brussels sprouts. So basically, this is the salad. A half a cup of Brussels sprouts is like 28 calories, and it also contains over 100% of your daily recommended dose of vitamin K. So they're really healthy, and if you're looking to get a little more vitamin K, vitamin C they're high in as well, and lots of other minerals. You know, when you're looking for just like a little sliver of certain minerals, you're going to find a lot of that in Brussels sprouts. So here we have the salad. I did sprinkle a little bit of fresh thyme on the salad, on the pears when I put them in the oven, but now I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more. When you're working with fresh herbs like this, and now this time you have to like definitely get the stems off. So this is a job for the kids. This is what I always give to my kids, and they're like, really, Mom, do we have to do this? But see, if you just kind of do that, then you get the fresh thyme. You don't have to chop it or anything. It's just nice and the little leaves. So we're going to put a little more on that, and then we're going to stir this up a little. Everything's softened up. You can eat this salad warm, or you can eat at room temperature. That's one of the great things about it. And I'm going to tell you what, people are going to like this salad. You're going to be surprised how many people are after your Brussels sprouts when you make this. I like to put a little honey mustard on it. It just brings a sweetness to it and also gives a mustard taste, and mustard and Brussels go really, really nicely together. So I'm just going to stir up my honey mustard, and all this is a combination of sour cream, honey, mustard, and some white wine vinegar, a little salt and pepper, because I put a little salt and pepper on everything. So just lightly put some honey mustard on that, and then there you go. You have your Brussels sprout salad. Super simple, great ingredients. The key to this one is to make sure you cook everything perfectly so that it's not overcooked, and then let it cool down and enjoy it any time of the day. So now we have smoky asparagus wraps, we have a Brussels sprout pear salad, and next we are going to make crab cake. Okay, so you're probably dying to know the biggest secret of making crab cakes, and everybody has their crab cake recipe that they like. Mine, I just like a lot of crab in it, not a lot of filler, but you do need some filler or the crab cakes aren't gonna stick together. So the biggest secret is when you buy your crab, and I buy mine from Costco, I get this big one because it's actually delicious crab, but it kind of gets a little wet, so you have to wring it out a little, like I'm gently squeezing the crab. Like, you don't want to be tough with it. It's very delicate. It's delicious. It's tender. And we're just happy that somebody else got it out of the shell for us. But this is what you do. This is the #1 tip, in my opinion, that I can give you to make good crab cakes. You get all of this moisture out of here. See, as you get to the bottom, there's just so much. And then you're gonna get a nice sear on your crab cake, and it's not gonna steam up. Okay, easy enough. We have all this beautiful crab. It's nice, it's claw meat, it's delicious. I'm going to add some parsley, a little bit of green in there. We are going to add some red onion. Onion's not my favorite, but it's very good for you. And a lot of people like the onion in here, and it's definitely missed if you don't add it. I add a tiny, tiny bit of Creole seasoning, and it doesn't, whatever the Creole seasoning is you have at home, I just add a little bit of that just to give it some flavor. I do add a little salt and pepper. We'll go back to what I said earlier, salt and pepper everything. 1 egg that has been slightly beaten, that's gonna help bind everything together. I do a little bit of mayonnaise to give it a nice creamy texture, and then some breadcrumbs. Ball them up. Look at that, pat them down a little. Squeeze them in on the side, and then I put them in my pan. When I'm dropping them into my pan, I wiggle it around a little bit so that the olive oil goes under all of the crab. These are crab cakes. They are delicious. We will be talking more when we get back. You're watching Colorful Cooking. All right, look at this appetizer platter right here. This is all we did. This could be a full dinner, actually. You could have the asparagus as an appetizer, and then you could have the Brussels sprout salad and the crab cakes as a dinner if you wanted that way, or a very nice lunch. Now I have a quick little basil aioli. It's just a mixture of mayonnaise, sour cream, basil, and lemon juice, and I like to serve that right on top of my crab cakes. If I'm serving for a crowd, I only do it on a few, but if I'm serving for myself, I do it on every single one. I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, Brussels sprout salad, asparagus wraps, and crab cakes today. I hope you enjoy these recipes and eat healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, it's Max at TVA Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tvavail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report. Join me right here each weekend as we explore the news and issues that matter most to agriculture. We know each year farmers and ranchers are thrown challenges, but as agriculture continues to adapt, we are right there with you. From markets to weather, we take a deep dive into what matters most to agriculture and rural America. Join me each weekend for U.S. Farm Report. Timely, trusted, tradition.
You're watching K34QB, Vail.
Welcome back to the second half of Good Morning Vail. Happy Saturday. Thanks for spending your Saturday here with us at Good Morning Vail. We have all things meatball. Well, I should say meatballs. We love eating meatballs, and we have the greatest recipe for you, as well as outdoor adventure and so much more. So have that cup of coffee, sit back. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interest across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we all love outdoor adventuring, and we got to talk to the man that's all about outdoor adventure. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's always great to sit and talk to someone who's a local here in the Vail Valley about all the outdoor adventures. I'm with Mike Closer, and you know, Mike, people have called you a legend, an inspiration, and you've got a couple different companies that you do. You do the travel with your wife, and then you do out there backpacks.
Yes.
Which, you know, you design these backpacks for outdoor adventurists and outdoor enthusiasts, but you're much more than that. You've got a lot more going on.
Life has led me down many different paths, it seems, in 40 years or 40 plus years in the Valley. You know, it just kind of evolves one to the next.
Yeah, mountain bike racing, and then you and your wife go outside of the U.S. to do bike tours.
Yes.
And you've got another project, though, coming up that's in conjunction with the Eagle County Animal Shelter down at the Riverwalk.
Yes, super excited. We've got Arthur the King, the movie coming out, starring Mark Wahlberg. He portrays an old racing friend, rival of mine, Michael Lindnord, who's actually from Sweden, and Mark portrays as an American in this. But regardless of that, it's a totally cool story. It's an actual true story, at least for Hollywood.
Right.
It involves Michael, or Mark in this case, befriending a stray dog during the middle of the race, and this dog ends up following them through the race. I don't want to give it all away because it's a really cool movie. But
spoiler alert.
Amazing story, true, and the fact that I became a part of it through my backpacks, which we supplied for Michael and his team over the years of his racing, was a big honor for me. And Mark Wahlberg, what a star. He is just, he's such a figure in Hollywood these days, and he loves these kind of personal interest, family type movies, stories.
Yeah, I mean, this must be really something special for an actor of his magnitude to come in and be part of. So it sounds like it's going to be an amazing production.
Yeah, honestly, I got a call from Michael about a little over 2.5, 3 years ago regarding the possibility of this happening, and he was telling me about it. I was in Belize with my wife. We were on a little early winter excursion down there. Anyway, Michael was telling me the story and said, "You want to be a part of it, et cetera, et cetera?" I said, "Absolutely." But they never knew for sure if this was going to come to fruition, and Michael had written a book about it. Michael and the dog basically were national icons in Sweden because this story went global. ESPN did a special on it, like a 15-minute special talking about the whole story of rescuing the dog, et cetera. It was huge there, and Mark picked up on it with Michael and said, "Michael, I want you to come down and help me co-direct this."
So this is a 2-day event. Arthur the King movie premiere in Eagle County and the Eagle County Animal Shelter on March 15th and 16th. How did you partner then? Obviously, there's a dog in the story, but the Eagle County Animal Shelter, what part are they going to play in this?
Well, they're going to play a part with hopefully having puppies on hand that they're hoping to bring in the next day or two, new puppies that need a home.
Yep.
And so when we were told about this coming to Vail, I reached out to Grant and his team, Frank, down there at Riverwalk, and said, hey, can we do something to help the community here as well as represent our products at the movie? And he said, well, absolutely, what do you have in mind? So we reached out to Rhiannon at the Eagle County Animal Shelter, and she said she'd love to be a part of it. We chose the first 2 nights to be present during their happy hour prior to the 7 o'clock showing of the movie. So there'll be 4 o'clock, a 4 o'clock movie as well, which will hopefully capture some of that audience as they're leaving. And we're going to be there with the Eagle County Animal Shelter between 5 and 7 p.m. on both Friday and Saturday evenings, the 15th and 16th of March.
Yeah, and Rhiannon, she's on the show a lot, bringing in a puppy, and they never last through the show. Someone adopts that puppy, and that's why they have a tough time keeping some puppies in, because it's such a dog-friendly valley that they don't last long. And so Rhiannon said she works with other animal shelters outside of Colorado to get animals in because we do such a great job.
Well, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it is a hugely animal-friendly community. I mean, every time I'm out on the trails, whether it's biking, running, skiing, it doesn't matter. They're there with the pets, and I become a big animal fan because my kids both have pets now.
Yep. Okay, let's transition over to the backpacks, because you've designed a lot of these out there backpacks. Let's look at one and see kind of what you've built into these.
Okay, so honestly, these packs were designed with adventure racing in mind initially, because I was an adventure racer for a dozen or more years, raced in the Eco Challenge, World Championships events, like the race that Mark is portraying in the movie.
Right.
Anyway, so these packs this is a 30-liter pack, one that they actually used, Michael did in his career of racing, and they used in the movie.
Okay.
And then I have the smaller 15-liter pack, which was designed for smaller, shorter legs and different disciplines or activities. So these aren't adventure racing specific packs. I tried to design them with a lot of features for a lot of different sports and activities. So anyway, that's the deal with these packs, and they're not the same color that they raced with in the movie, but essentially the same packs with just a few upgrades with materials, buckles, zippers, and so forth.
Gotcha. Now, where in the valley can someone pick one of these up?
Best place is to go online to OutThereUSA.com.
Okay.
You'll find the packs there, and so we have these are called the WC 15 and 30.
All right.
And that it means it's relating to the World Championships in which this movie is revolves around.
Yeah, you can tell looking at that pack, there was a lot of thought in the design of that with the straps, the placements, the pockets, the zippers, and everything else. So great job.
Well, thank you. And I want to say, the idea with this whole event is we want to generate some revenue that we can donate a percentage of the proceeds to the Eagle County Animal Shelter and help them succeed in what their efforts are in the community.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, we appreciate that. And that's what this valley is built on. People like you giving back to the community, doing things in conjunction, the Eagle County Animal Shelter. I mean, what a great organization as well. And those partnerships that really make the whole valley a success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very excited for this.
So what's your next quest? Do you have a race coming up? Do you have anything happening?
Well, I'm actually going to go do the Hot Route ski trip in Switzerland in early April. My wife and I are going to go over in March and later this month.
Yeah.
And we're going to check out some of the hotels that we're going to be taking some of our trips to this summer. We got a couple new hotels, and we want to make sure they're up to the standards that our guests would expect.
Right.
So a little bit of a you want to say recon trip,
Yep.
and then some skiing on the Hot Route, which I've never done. It's been on my bucket list.
So the Out There Travel, is that a separate website that people can go for more information?
Yes, actually they'll link together between our Out There USA backpack site, but it's Out There Adventure Travel. And we've been doing this now for, I think this will be our 8th year. We go to Mallorca, the Pyrenees, the Dolomites. We're going with this first trip to Austria, Slovenia, the Alps there, where we've been before with a couple of trips. Just Europe is nothing, one of a kind, nothing like it.
Yeah. Great. Well, we look forward to this film premiere, Arthur the King. That is going to be March 15th and 16th, Riverwalk Theater in Edwards, conjunction with Eagle County Animal Shelter. If you need a puppy, looking for a puppy, a furry friend, that is going to be the place to go anytime. But they're going to be able to showcase it in conjunction with you. The movie out there, backpacks out there, travel, everything in conjunction. Sounds like a great time, Mike.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, thanks for coming on. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello, I'm Shervin Rezai here with Chenna Garden in Avon, Colorado. My hobbies are obviously skiing. I've been skiing since I was 3 years old. In addition to that, music's always been my first passion, and you can see that alive and well at Chenna Garden with our little record nook, where we have over 300 records, and we'll continue to grow that collection and play vinyl records for you while you enjoy your cuisine. Chenna Garden is Avon's oldest running restaurant. We've been open since 1988 when my mother set up shop and wanted to begin offering Avon, Colorado, the best quality Chinese food that we could get. And I started working in the restaurant when I was 8 years old as a dishwasher, making $1 a day. And then one of the servers, pushed by my dad, told me I should ask for a raise. And then I got $5 a day, but then I had to put all $25 at the end of the week into a savings account, which actually helped me out in college. So after college, I went out to New York for law school, and I spent 15 years out in New York City practicing law and working in-house, which exposed me to a lot of restaurants all over the world, all over the country. And after getting exposure like that, I realized that we have this beautiful restaurant here that has so much potential. So in the fall of 2023, we came back, remodeled, and tried to get this back to give that special feel that I've known all my life here. We've been offering a lot of new cuisines, including German cuisine with our good family friend Gunther Schmidt, who's been serving up authentic German cuisine in the Valley for many, many decades. Why not? This is America. We can serve German food in a Chinese restaurant, and we just let it try. And after a year of it, it's been building up some success, and we're just having a lot of fun just seeing the look of bewilderment on every customer when they're like, how am I getting German food in a Chinese restaurant that's this good at this quality? Chenna Garden is really all about that community, and that first starts with the local community. We always try to take care of all of us who are working hard, grinding it, so that we can also enjoy what this valley has to offer. And through that, we get a nice mix of word of mouth, tourists who come in. We're looking for something a little more authentic and that has a history with the valley. I'm a proud member of the Avon Vail Valley community, lifelong member as I was born here, and I hope you come out and see us here at Chenna Garden. We're open every day, 4 to 9, any day the mountain's open. Cheers.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Welcome to the Vibe Report with Avisha. This is where I tell you all about the exciting happenings around town. This Saturday and Sunday, there will be live music at Gambit Bar, Shakedown Bar, Park Hyatt Beaver Creek, the Weston Riverfront, and the Revel Lounge at the Hythe. Chasing Rabbits will have Cowboy Up, a country glam night, Saturday featuring drinks by 10th Mountain Whiskey and a country music DJ. Friday morning, there's Sunrise Skin at 6:45 at the Gravity House. Info on how to register is at gravityhouse.com/event. There will be a free guided snowshoe tour on Saturday at Nature Discovery Center on Vail Mountain. Visit walkingmountains.org for more info. This Saturday, the Alpine Art Center is having Sip and Stencil Ceramics, where you can decorate pottery using stencils. Registration info is at alpineartcenter.org. A New Moon Healer's Circle will take place Saturday evening at the Energy Center in Avon with healer Dana Teresa. Check out danateresa.com for more info. And Vail Valley Wellness will be having a donation-based yoga retreat all weekend called An Undefended Heart. You can get more info at yogavail.com. Sunday, there will be a town hall meeting with Eagle County's legislators, Senator Dylan Roberts and Representative Megan Lukens at the Avon Library at 3:30. That's it for this weekend's Vibe Report, friends. Be sure to follow the Vail Vibes TV8 Instagram for more info, and as always, spread the good vibes.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now I know it's early in the morning, but I'm still hungry and I love meatballs. Ross and Kim got to make an awesome meatball recipe. Let's check it out.
It's Monday and it's football snacks because the big game is this weekend.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait. But did you see the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs arriving into Vegas yesterday?
I did not.
Yeah,
no.
so they're in it to win it. They
All
look
right.
relaxed. We'll see who's going to win.
All right.
Yeah.
We're more looking at Taylor Swift's concert schedule right
like,
now.
is she actually going to
She'll
make
be
it
there.
on time?
She's going to make
So
it.
who are you pulling for?
Niners.
Niners? All right. Well, then I'm going to go for the Chiefs,
All
I
right,
guess.
there
We'll
you
see.
go.
We'll see. We'll start placing a friendly bet all week long.
There we go.
But speaking of big game football snacks, we love football snacks. I personally, I think I love the big game more than Thanksgiving or Christmas because you get all kinds of variety. Yeah, so we're gonna make what I like to call end zone meatballs. So this is like a traditional take or a fancier take on, the jelly meatballs that you just throw in a crock pot. Cool. We're gonna actually make this with a little bit of crushed pineapple, vinegar, olive oil, peppers, onions. It's gonna be killer.
So good.
Yeah, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna show you in two parts how to do this. So we're gonna start with preparing all of our sauces, and then eventually everything gets thrown into the crock pot. So
Easy.
Super simple. So what we're gonna do, we've got an onion and we've got a pepper. So I'll cut the onion, you can cut the pepper.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is basically just cut everything so that it's diced and we can just throw it into the crock pot. We need about 2/3 of a cup of the onion. So I'll grab this right here, and then we're just gonna chop it up. And then it's really great. The sauce actually consists of a can of crushed pineapple or chunks, whatever you want, a little bit of olive oil, and then what we've done is we've separated the pineapple from the pineapple juice because we're gonna use it all, which is gonna be great. So chopping a pepper, let me show you if you want to. We'll cut this guy in half.
You got the knife. You go ahead.
I do. One of my favorite ways to cut a pepper is just to slice the top off, and then you just make a couple of incisions here, and then Ross, I'm gonna let you do the rest after this.
Love
and then
it.
It's really simple. You'll just pull out this middle piece, just like that, and it keeps the seeds comes right out. So you do that, we'll cut it in half, and then we'll put it into my favorite contraption, which is this kitchen full star chopping thing. It does it all in one fell swoop. So what you'll do is you'll just kind of throw that in there.
Cool.
And now we've got our skillet. It's on medium heat. We're gonna throw some olive oil in there, and then we're gonna saute up our onions and peppers once we've got them cut. So lots of fun.
What a chop.
Look at how good you are at that.
So I love this last football game of the year because it usually takes longer than all the other ones.
It does.
So you have all this time for the snacks, right?
It's true. Do you have a favorite snack that you're looking forward to?
Oh man, whatever my friends cook for me on Sunday.
That's great.
I'm pretty easy.
Are you watching it at a friend's house?
Yeah, I'm watching it at a Chiefs fan's house. So
Oh,
we're
boy.
We're gonna have a little fun over
Are
there.
you going to be the single Niners fan in the group?
Probably, yeah, probably.
Awesome. So Ross, if you want to do me a favor, while I
Yes.
finish chopping this onion, we're going to put some olive oil into the pan. So
Cool.
You can do about 1 to 2 tablespoons, whatever you feel is necessary.
Okay.
And then we're going to chop up we're going to saute up the onion and the green pepper because we want it a little bit softer as it's cooking into the crock pot. So yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm going to go actually watch it with a friend. we'll see what happens. Like, I'm actually going to see the big game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be there at the game in person, but I'm going to hang out with my friends in Las Vegas in the sunshine. As much as I love the winter, I think
Love that.
it'll be a nice little break.
So I found out this morning that I'm going to be in a Super Bowl commercial.
Are you really?
Check that out. Yep.
Wow, that's big time. You're really rising above.
No one's going to know it's me, so that's fun, but
Hey, you know,
I'm going to know.
we've got to get our break somewhere.
I'm going to know, yeah.
Awesome. So once this gets a little bit heated, you can throw in the peppers and just start stirring it around.
Cool.
I'm going to pass the spatula over
Gotcha.
to you, and then I'm going to keep chopping. What's great about this is that it's a little bit a mix of sweet and nice and sizzling. I love it. We love the sound of a sizzle.
Yes. Definitely hot.
Definitely hot. And we can lower that heat just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this recipe is great because you've got the sweetness of the ketchup, sweetness of the pineapple juice, and then you've got a little bit of that like sour taste with any vinegar. So we're using red wine vinegar, but it really doesn't matter what you use.
Sweet.
So yeah, very different take on your normal. And
you just eat these just straight? Or you mix them in with anything? Or how's this work?
We're going to mix that in with the sauce, and I will show you how we're getting started there next. All right, this is looking great. I'm about to throw these onions into that as well. Now you can kind of up to your preference, right? I sometimes like to finely dice my onion. We're going to put about half of it in there, so check this out.
I like this.
Thank you. And I'll just put that in there. We want to saute it for about 3 to 5 minutes just to soften everything up. And it's going to be nice and easy. So that's it. So we've separated our pineapple juice. Now, do you know about cornstarch?
No.
You do. You will after
All
this.
right.
So cornstarch actually thickens up as any sort of sauce. So we're going to go ahead and put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and this is not on, so I'm going to set that right there. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of cornstarch into our pineapple juice.
Is that how you check to make sure it's not on? You put your hand on there? Is that right?
Definitely not the right way
Not
to
on.
do things.
We're going to just put our hand and make sure.
I saw the dials, but I just also wanted to
It's
demonstrate.
all right. You know what you're doing. I know you know what you're doing.
Some days we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, it's a Monday morning, so the
all
brain
right.
is turning on.
It's all right. We're going to get there.
We are going to get there. So we're doing, we've got the pineapple juice. We're good to go here. Actually, I'm going to move that. And then we're going to grab one more bowl, and we're going to mix our ketchup and our vinegar together.
Cool.
So I'm going to grab that bowl now in our handy dandy TV8 kitchen. And then with the ketchup, we're going to do about 3/4 of a cup of ketchup.
Okay.
So make sure this is a brand new bottle, nice and fresh.
Awesome.
Are you a big ketchup guy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've only recently started liking ketchup on the regular. It's always fun to try and get this.
Like, what do you eat on your hot dogs?
I'm basic. I go plain.
No, Kim, no.
On
no.
occasion, I will put some cheese on it.
There you go. Save it. Save yourself right now.
But you know, condiments not my thing, but until recently. But I love
Hamburger? What do you put on a good cheeseburger?
I love
or
a
something?
good like aioli or like a special
Okay.
sauce. You know, those are my favorite. So we're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of ketchup here, and I'm just gonna keep squeezing it in. It's gonna take up a lot of this ketchup. You know, lots of fun.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get this all over my bright yellow shirt.
I'm a big fan of half ketchup, half mayonnaise.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. That's kind of like the start to like a Thousand Island dressing.
It pretty much
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. And so we'll just do that, keep doing that. So we're sauteing our peppers down. They're looking good. They're still sizzling. It's gonna take a minute. All right. We've got all of the ketchup in here, as you can see. And then from the ketchup, we're blending it with the vinegar. So you've got the measuring over there.
Okay.
I need 4 tablespoons of my red wine vinegar.
It only comes in once.
Well, you're gonna have to do it 4 times.
All right, there we go.
So we're just gonna pour it into a bowl. All right, just like that. Looking good. We might, actually, Ross, if I can grab a spoon, we're gonna grab one of our fancy spoons. There we go, we've got it. I'm just cooking it in here. So this is a multi-step recipe. You know, we like to do fancy recipes here on the show that usually take 5 ingredients or less.
Yes.
But we are prepping for the big game, so this is going to be a little bit special.
We're going for 4, we said, right?
We are going for 4. So then we're going to mix this all together. But we'll continue showing you how to do this recipe very shortly after we finish this mixing, because there's a couple more steps we have to do. So very excited about that. Those peppers are smelling great. They're cooking down. And I'm just going to stir this ketchup with the vinegar. So it just makes it a little bit thinner, and then you got your sweet and sour, I guess we could call it.
Love it. That's easy.
And we're just making it happen. Enzo meatballs are on their way.
Love it. Love it.
Well, we got a lot more happening in this first hour, so we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the kitchen. As promised, we are finishing up the touchdown or end zone meatballs. Either one is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
But it smells really great. Can you smell the combo?
Oh,
of,
yeah.
Like, the peppers and the onions,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the ketchup and vinegar, all of it. It's like, I don't know, it's like a party for our nostrils right
Yeah,
now.
we've been kind of working in between takes here, right? Getting kind of moved along throughout the morning
It's
here.
exactly right. So what we did during the commercial break, while our pan was still hot, we mixed the pineapple juice that we strained from the can, we separated from the can, and then we added the cornstarch as well. So lots of things happening, quite delicious. And you can just smell it. It smells great. But we're going to finish it up. So we're adding in our meatballs. So you can make these from scratch if you wanted to, but you can also do the lazy girl hack is what I like to call it, and get the frozen meatballs already cooked. Now you don't want the Italian kind.
No.
We do not want Italian seasoning into our pot because this is not an Italian flavor.
Okay.
Right? But we're doing just regular home-style meatballs. But before we get started with that, we're going to go ahead and finish. We've got an entire can of crushed pineapple. So we're going to dump it into our crock pot.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to let Ross do the dumping, and then I'm going to do the stirring. This is going to add a little bit more juice. You know, everything has kind of been simmering together, so these flavors are going to be great. As you can see, it's just going to be a delicious, like Hawaiian-inspired football treat. Yeah, so we're just stirring it in there. Everything looks great, and then the easiest part now is the meatballs.
I think we should have gotten some Hawaiian rolls.
You know.
And made like a little Hawaiian meatball sandwich.
That sounds quite delicious. Add a little cheese on it.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese on everything. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
matter what.
Oh yeah. That's the beauty of these. You
Right.
can do all sorts of things.
You really can. So these are just our regular, they're like pork or beef, whatever you want. But it's just regular flavored home-style meatballs. You usually get about a 2-pound bag to really fill up the crock pot. And so you've got enough for all of your guests for the big game. Yeah, so you ready? Are you ready to dump it in?
Let's do it. How do you eat these things? Like toothpick them, or how do you
Yeah,
usually
I would use a toothpick. You can just kind of like set a jar of toothpicks next to your crock pot. Okay, looking good. We're gonna go ahead and just stir everything in there. Believe it or not, these are going to be delicious when they're cooked all the way through. But you put it on high. So we have it on low when we had our sauce in here. So I'm gonna adjust my crock pot to high. This should take about an hour to 2 hours to fully cook, depending on what's happening here. But we're just gonna stir it in, and then eventually it's all going to just like meld together. It's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait to try these when they are done. But it's definitely one of my favorite things to do is to make like football snacks.
Love this.
Yeah, so
Love
it's
this.
gonna be great.
And they're probably good left over.
They are great, actually, the next day, but these probably won't be left over
Yeah,
because they're going to
that's
be so
right.
delicious.
That's right.
They will be for us here in the studio,
That's
but
right.
you know what? We're going to let them cook. It's cooking on high, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Cool. Easy.
Yeah, lots of stuff. So if you feel like you need to put a little bit more like sauce in it, we can add a little bit more of the red wine, a little bit more of the ketchup,
Cool.
olive oil. Just depends on how thick you want your sauce to be that's surrounding these meatballs. So they're just going to simmer down. They're going to be delicious.
Easy.
It's going to be super
Do you ever
easy.
use the liner in the crock pot so you don't have to clean it?
I don't.
No.
I should. Easy kitchen hack. I feel like I do dishes all the time because I'm always trying new recipes
That's
and
right.
cooking. But yeah, do you use the liner?
It's part of it.
Are you a crock pot guy?
Not a big crock pot guy, no.
Well, you're about to be.
Yeah.
The more you're on TV8.
I love to eat a good crock pot meal, but
It's true.
I just don't have the patience, you know,
Yeah, it's a lot.
to let it sit for hours. So
It's
I'm-
true. But we're going to let this one sit, and it's going to be delicious. It's going to smell good. We can already smell all the
yeah.
flavors now. So I feel like we're in Hawaii. Yeah.
You do?
I do, kind of.
Okay, all right.
I'm ready for it, Ready for the sun, and I know we're getting some here, but I'm ready for the sun and the beach, so it's coming up soon.
And I'm ready for some snow.
Yin and yang here.
Always.
That's what it is. But we've got all of this deliciousness in the crock pot. Cannot wait to taste it. These are called end zone or touchdown meatballs. Whatever you want, you can make it fun, make it themed for your party and for all of your guests.
Love it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, we've got more on deck for the show, so we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Spooky and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
We have the man, the myth, the legend, Danny Davis. It's your host, Gretchen Fleshot. We are here with Good Morning Vail Dew Tour. So exciting. Danny, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. We got some sun, a little bit of snow flurries. I don't want to weatherman you, but it's nice out there.
It is. It's a little bit of magic. Magic in the making.
It's cold, but not too cold.
Now, Danny, we have spoken many a time, and I have coined you the boho chic man of the mountain, the peace-loving hippie that we all love, and you are just such an awesome soul. Thank you for doing everything you've done, truly, for snowboarding, and thank you for just being you. And I wanted to ask you, what got you into snowboarding? Like, what was that moment for you? What was the vibe?
Growing up in Michigan, it's pretty flat, and we're ice fishing in the winter, we're ice skating.
Yeah.
And I was playing basketball, football, baseball, and so once winter came around, getting outside, you know, I wasn't a hockey player growing up, and my dad wanted to learn to snowboard. So we learned to snowboard together, and I never learned to ski, and it was really just a family thing for me and my parents. And we kind of started to become a shred family, going up to northern Michigan, riding after school every day, and then I really started to fall in love with it because I didn't play many individual sports, and snowboarding was just me. I didn't have any teammates. I didn't have to worry about, you know, missing a pass and bumming somebody out or missing that point. It was
you just
all
rely on yourself.
Yeah, it was just all up to me, and that was really new for me. And I think that's what I really loved about snowboarding in the beginning was it was just like my creativity, whatever I wanted to do on the mountain.
I love that. Now, snowboarding obviously is your piece, it's your happy place. How many years, can we go this deep? How many years have you been snowboarding?
Oh boy, that's a great question. Let's call it 20.
Dang.
27 years.
Right on.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
since I was about 8 or 9 years old.
That's amazing. That's so
But I'm not as early as some of the kids here.
Oh, I know.
You know, you see, I think someone said we had an 11-year-old on the podium last year in the women's pipe, little Patty. And,
I interviewed.
She's incredible. And so, I talk to these kids now, and they're coming up so quick, and they're like, "How'd you get to where you are?" You're like, "You have a way farther head start than I did as a kid." So, it was a beautiful thing to see all these young kids coming up.
And Danny, I know that you're a dad now, and you said you didn't want to force, of course, your daughter into it, but do you think she'll ride? Do you think she'll be a snowboarder?
Oh yeah, I've never, I look at the ski gear, and it's so foreign to me, so we have the snowboard gear for her. If she chooses to ski, I would be a little heartbroken, but I would let it happen. But we'll get her snowboarding this year. She's been out on the slopes with us.
That's pretty dope, though.
I'm trying not to force it.
Cool.
We had some tears the first time I strapped her in the living room, and my wife was like, "Hey, like." So we're gonna play with the snowboard out in the snow before we actually even ride it. So I'm really looking forward to that day though, that we get her linking some turns.
All right, Danny. So thank you so much for your time for Good Morning Vail. And I just had one more question.
Yeah.
What are you the most amped about here at the Detour this year?
I think I'm most pumped to watch people like Scotty Lego ride.
Totally.
We have this like pipe jam on Sunday that is like Benji and Scotty, Todd Richards is here, Dan Cass is here.
The old school crew.
I'm like really excited to get in and shred with some of those guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being you. We love you at Vail. Everyone in the world loves you.
Love Vail as well. Can't wait to see you all in the summer.
We appreciate you. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of a item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision. Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now for your goggles, your glasses, your helmet, all your needs, you know where to go. Eyepieces of Vail. Let's take a look.
It's Kimberly here, and I'm standing in Eyepieces of Vail at the Bridge Street location with Tyler, who has been a staple with Eyepieces of Vail. Tyler, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. And what about you, Kimberly?
You know, I'm living. I'm out on the mountain. Can't hate. You know, we live a really great life here.
We do, yeah. I mean, a bad day really isn't a bad day, is it?
Yeah, we're not allowed to complain.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Speaking of which, so Eyepieces of Vail, you've been around for so many years. You've been a staple here, and you really just provide a wide variety of eyepieces and eyewear to people. So talk to me about what you offer.
For sure, yeah. So like you said, we've been a staple in the Valley. We're going on 40 years this year, which is super exciting. Like, what a tremendous accomplishment for the company, for the team. But what we offer at Eyepieces is a huge variety of eyewear, both sunglasses, prescription glasses, goggles, and then, you know, prescription sunglasses, prescription goggles, like you name it, we can do it. Doctor services even, so that way even if you don't have an updated prescription, we're happy to help out with that. I mean, the amount of service and you know, amenities that we provide is quite amazing.
Right? I would call it an eyepiece concierge.
There you go. We might have to steal that from you.
You're welcome to use it anytime. So we actually, speaking of variety, we've got a lot of different options here. So talk to me about what we see in front of us and you know, what you can offer.
For sure. Here, we'll start with the goggle side since we're at the goggle bar. Right here I have a great model from one of our favorite brands called Anon. This is such a cool, well thought out goggle. Anon was actually the company that came out with the magnetic interchange. So literally it's just off.
They're the trailblazers.
On, yeah. And it's finally catching on. But these guys were the originators. So the easiest thing to interchange comes with 2 lenses. They even took it a step further with this awesome technology called MFI, magnetic face mask integration. This is honestly one of my favorite things. The face mask magnetically integrates with the goggle, helps reduce fogging, keeps you warm and happy on those really cold days, and provides a little sun protection. I don't know about you, but I'm a little prone to some sunburn. Yep. You know, so that's a great option. And then, I mean, moving on to that, you know, if you need a goggle, but you also need prescription, we can easily do your goggles in prescription for you as well too.
Well, and that's what makes Eyepieces of Vail very unique. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's a really customized service you don't see in a lot of places. But I mean, for instance, all it takes is us just cutting your prescription and popping it in to this goggle or really any goggle behind us. You know, you got to see to ski. So that's like half your confidence right there.
So if you're coming to visit and you're not physically here in person, but you want to get the prescription lenses and you want to be able to do that, are you able to send your information in ahead of time?
Yes, exactly. We actually recommend that too. So if you're only here for a few days, if you kind of give us a heads up, a lot of the stuff we can have ready upon arrival for you. And then when you pick it up, you can also come in and peruse our excellent sunglasses and glasses options as well too.
Well, speaking of, you've got quite a selection here in front of me, and I am a sunglasses girl. I've got a massive collection of these, so it's hard not to just want to take all of them home. So tell me what we've got here in front of me.
For sure. We have 3 of kind of some of our favorite brands. This is just a little smattering of what we have, but you know, right in front of me here is a really cool brand that's all handmade in Japan called Dita. The details on these things are amazing. A lot of titanium work, really cool lenses as well too. You can see with a lot of cool different colors. And this is something we can always match in prescription, which is really cool. That's a service that you don't see very often.
So no matter the lens color, you can match them.
Pretty much, yeah. It might take us a little extra time, but if you like a lens color, we can make it for you.
Amazing. And so these are made out of titanium, you mentioned.
Yep. Yeah. Japanese aerospace grade titanium, which is a mouthful, but these frames are built to last. They have a substantial quality to them, and they're just
in other words,
cool.
Very durable.
Yeah.
Great for the off-road scene. Maybe some spring skating later on.
Yep. Yeah. Moving on. One of our favorite brands out of Germany. This brand is called Makita. If you like feather lightweight glasses, this is your brand. It's a super cool proprietary design. There's no screw or anything in that hinge. Wow. Everything's bent and folded into place. Nothing is welded, so it makes it very durable.
No,
if you're hard on your glasses, yeah, if you sit on them, they literally just pop right back. But amazing brand. We've had a relationship with these guys, you know, for maybe about 20 years now. Wow. Almost the entirety, I think, of their existence.
Yep. Pieces of Vail has been in business.
So one of our staple brands, super requested, amazing product. You really can't go wrong with just about anything we have.
And what do we have here?
And then over here is something really special. This is a collection called Jacques Marie Mage. And everything here is actually numbered limited edition pieces. Wow. So it's really hard to get a hold of. There's only typically a couple hundred of each frame and each color. So not to be like a pushy salesman, but if you see it and you love it, you should buy it. Because if you come back and it's not here, I can't get it for you.
Are you allowed to say it might be your favorite pair? Is that what you have on right now?
It is what I have on. It's a personal favorite of mine. But the quality is amazing. You know, it's such a substantial feel. It's all handmade in Japan. It's a wonderful product. And like the second you kind of pick it up and feel it, you can notice a huge difference compared to like.
Gotta pick it up and feel it.
Yeah.
Wow, these are great. So it's almost like a work of art, you know, limited edition work of art.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Great stuff.
Really cool. Really cool. That's amazing. So Tyler, these are just a small selection. You know, we like to say we're an international ski town. You are an international eyepieces store with all of the variety and where your glasses come from all over the world. You really curate a unique and very cool and trendy collection here.
It is very well curated. We try and focus on smaller independent eyewear brands with a little mixture of, you know, name brand designers. But you're going to find something really cool and unique that you're probably not going to be able to find at home. You know, you said it's an international destination. This is an international collection. And it's cool too. Every store also has their own exclusive brands. So it's worth shopping around and visiting all of them.
That's a great way to get the people in. So speaking of stores, tell me the operating hours and what that looks like for you all.
Cool. Pretty much every store is going to be open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. during the winter. With the exception at Bridge Street here, we'll open at 8:30, right when the gondola opens as well, so that if you're needing to get out like right in the morning, we're here to help you before you go out. And all locations, we have 8. So here at the top of Bridge Street is where we're at, closest retail location to the gondola. Village Center, across from Solaris, is where the doctor's offices are. Then we have our Stone and Alp Sport location just down the street from that. Lion's Head, if you find yourself over in Lion's Head Village. Beaver Creek, if you're skiing Beaver Creek for a day or if you're staying up there. And then Edwards, if you find yourself a little down valley as well. And then really cool as well, some of our newer stores down in Roaring Fork Valley. So you can find us at Willett Center next to Whole Foods. That's our newest store. It is gorgeous if you have not been. And then also at the Viceroy Hotel at the base of Snowmass. We have a little boutique there to service your needs if you find yourself over in Snowmass.
So you have no excuses.
No excuses not to come see at least one of our locations.
And you all are so wonderful here, and how you just really provide a white glove service to your customers as they walk in. I was able to witness it earlier, so it's just really impressive what you do, and we thank you for the service that you've provided to the Vail Valley for 40 years.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
Yeah, thanks for having us today. It was great to talk a little bit.
Now, stay tuned. If you want to get eyepieces of Vail, stop in, say hello to Tyler and the crew here, but they have so much to offer, and it's a great opportunity. We'll be right back for more.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Good morning, Vail.
Thank you for spending your Saturday with us here on the couch. Good Morning Vail. We had crab meat, we had meatballs, we had skiing. Oh my, we had so much fun this Saturday. Get on out there, enjoy the mountain, have some fun, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see.